You just posted a photo. Now you're checking your phone again and again. What are you actually waiting for? A like? A comment saying, "OMG, you look great today." Well, today I'm going to tell you what you don't want to hear. The truth. Seeking validation from others is not about connection anymore. It's about survival. Your brain still thinks a lack of likes might get you exiled from the tribe, except there is no tribe. Just strangers with opinions and algorithms designed to keep you hooked. And you're not just seeking validation, you're addicted to it. Think about it. Someone compliments your outfit and you feel good for exactly 3 minutes. Then what? You need another hit, another comment, another person to tell you that you made the right choice, looked the right way, said the right thing. But here's what is worse. You're not even showing them the real you. You're performing, and then you're asking people to validate a version of yourself that doesn't actually exist. You're seeking approval for a mask. So even when you get it, it doesn't feel real because it isn't. This is the trap. The more you seek validation, the less you trust yourself. And the less you trust yourself, the more you need others to make decisions for you. What to wear, what to think, what to feel, who to be. Your entire sense of self becomes outsourced to people who don't even know you. Here's what's really happening. Social media turned self-expression into performance, and now everyone's chasing labels like they're collecting trading cards. Anxious, neurodivergent, empath, traumatized. Not because they did the work to understand themselves, but because a label feels like an answer, and an answer feels like validation. Why sit with uncertainty when you can get a diagnosis from TikTok? Why accept discomfort when you can find an expert who'll tell you exactly what you want to hear? Because validation feels better than truth, and that's the problem. People today don't want self-awareness. They want affirmation. They don't want to grow. They want to be told they're already perfect exactly as they are, flaws and all. But here's the reality. Not every negative feeling means you've been wronged. Not every quirk means there's something special about your brain. And not every internal struggle needs to be made public or validated by strangers on the internet. Sometimes you have to sit with the discomfort. Sometimes you don't get to feel seen. And sometimes growth means accepting that you might be completely wrong about yourself. Now let's talk about why this hurts so much. Humans are wired for validation. In ancient times, being accepted by your tribe was literally life or death. Get kicked out and you're alone in the wilderness with no one to watch your back. So your brain developed an alarm system. Social rejection equals danger. The problem? Your brain can't tell the difference between being exiled from a prehistoric tribe and getting no likes on your post. Same alarm, same panic, same desperate need to fix it. So you check again, you post again, you perform again, hoping this time you'll get the validation that makes the alarm stop ringing. But it never does, because the alarm isn't about other people. It's about you. If you don't believe you're enough, no amount of external validation will ever be enough. You could have 1 million followers telling you you're amazing and you still wouldn't believe it, because deep down, you know they're validating the performance, not the person behind it. That's why people with low self-esteem are the most addicted to validation. They need it constantly, but can never accept it when they get it. It's a cycle that feeds itself, and social media companies know this. They built their entire business model around it. Every notification is a dopamine hit. Every like is a microdose of validation, just enough to keep you coming back, but never enough to satisfy you. Because satisfied users don't scroll for hours. You're not using social media, it's using you. Here's the darker part. When you base your entire identity on external validation, you lose the ability to know what you actually think or feel. Someone asks your opinion, and your first instinct isn't to check in with yourself. It's to check what everyone else thinks first. You become a ghost in your own life. No opinions that aren't borrowed, no decisions that aren't crowdsourced, no self that isn't constructed from the reflections other people give you. And the worst part, you demand that the world adjust to this. You expect everyone to affirm you, celebrate you, validate you, not for who you are, but for who you think you should be. This is why resilience is dying. People can't handle disagreement anymore because disagreement feels like rejection. and rejection feels like death. So instead of sitting with discomfort, they look for safe spaces, echo chambers, communities that will only tell them what they want to hear. But growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you're forced to question yourself, when you sit with the possibility that you might be wrong, when you stop performing and start being honest about who you actually are. That's terrifying, because honesty doesn't always get validated. Sometimes the truth is that you're not special, you're not broken, you're not traumatized by every minor inconvenience. You're just human, flawed and uncertain and trying to figure it out like everyone else. But that doesn't get likes, so you keep performing, keep seeking, keep scrolling, waiting for strangers to tell you that you matter. But here's what you need to understand. They can't give you what you're looking for. Only you can. The moment you stop outsourcing your self-worth is the moment you become free. Free from the constant need for approval. Free from the performance. Free from the algorithm that keeps you trapped in an endless loop of seeking validation you'll never truly feel. You want to know how to trust your own judgment? Stop asking permission to exist. Stop checking if your feelings are valid. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you you're enough. Stop performing for an audience that doesn't actually know you. Learn to sit with yourself, the real you, not the curated version, not the filtered highlight reel, the messy, uncertain, imperfect human underneath all of it. That's where real validation lives, not in the comments. Not in the likes, not in the labels or the diagnoses or the affirmations from strangers, in you. But getting there means doing something most people can't handle. You have to be willing to be wrong about yourself, to question your own narrative, to accept that not everything you feel is true and not everything you think you need is actually necessary. You have to love yourself enough to stop seeking love from everyone else. And that's the hardest work there is, because in a world built on performance and validation, choosing authenticity feels like choosing invisibility. But here's the secret. The people worth having in your life will see you, the real you, without the performance. And their validation will actually mean something, because it won't be for who you're pretending to be. It'll be for who you are. So stop scrolling, stop performing, stop waiting for permission to be yourself. The validation you're seeking doesn't exist out there. It never did. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and maybe even learned a thing or two, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I try my best to make quality content for you to enjoy and learn from, and your support means the world to me. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.